Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Lauren. Today I have a first grade end of the year curriculum review. What worked for us, what didn't, and what I recommend. First we have math. We did The Good and the Beautiful Level 1. My first grader did The Good and the Beautiful Level K last year for kindergarten, and then she did obviously first grade this year. She's about to finish up level 1, and we really love The Good and the Beautiful math. We will probably use it for as long as we are able to. My girls just love math. They ask for this. That's like their favorite subject, which I know a lot of people can't say, but I believe it's because of The Good and the Beautiful. I believe it's because of their curriculum. Now, I know it's maybe fun for them, but on an actual technical level, the reason I love it so much is because it teaches math on a conceptual level. So rather than just teaching straight arithmetic, rote memorization, and you multiply this way and add this way, it teaches conceptual math. So using mental math strategies. They show multiple ways to do mental math, which is great for building that foundation for children as they approach higher levels of math. Both of my daughters who have done The Good and the Beautiful math have amazing mental math abilities and really great number sense. It builds a strong number sense. I think more so than just using the traditional approach, Abeka. Now, I don't do 2 math programs. I just want to be clear with that. The Good and the Beautiful is our main core math that we do. However, I do use this as a supplement. She does 1 page a day only, so I'm not having her do pages and pages and pages of math. So the reason I do a supplement is A, for extra practice, B, for some independent work, and C, I don't think there's anything wrong with adding some extra math facts. To me, this is not busy work. Busy work is something, in my mind, something that is extra, that is not going to really significantly improve their education. This will. So I'll just show you a few pictures real quick, a few pages of Abeka. This is bright, colorful. My girls don't mind doing math every day. These extra pages. Again, they only do 1 page a day. But you can see a reason I like to do this, to give them Abeka, is because so Abeka is advanced pretty much across the board with their math. So for one, I like to give this to them sort of as a challenge, but I will say I allow them to do math a grade level below. And the reason for that is A, like I said, Abeka is advanced, and B, if their supplemental math is not super challenging, it's something that they already feel confident in, then they don't give me as much kickback when it comes to doing this. They're not as upset, and it kind of helps cement those older math methods and concepts that they've already done that they may not be reviewing as much right now. It kind of keeps reviewing that. So I said I like to do a level below. She's in first grade, she's doing level 1. She is only about halfway through this book, and we're only finished this year. I'm not rushing this. There will be concepts in this book that's level 1 that she will not learn until she gets to 2nd grade, The Good and the Beautiful 2nd grade. So she will continue to use this book for next year when she's in 2nd grade, doing 1 page a day, and probably by the end of the year is when she'll finish this. So I really recommend, even if it's not Abeka, just any type of supplemental math, just to give, if your kids like worksheets. Mine really love worksheets. They don't need a bunch of games and that type of thing. They can, but they really like worksheets, and they're happy with it, and they don't complain. So we're gonna stick with this as well. Next, I have handwriting. So I'm gonna preface this. Yes, it does say K5. She was not in K5 when she realized this that it said K5. She was not extremely happy. However, I wanted her to sit down and slowly focus on letter formation. I wanted to take this year and work on that and make sure her letters were down, because she wanted to do cursive so bad. And I said, we will do cursive, but let's get your manuscript down first. And I wanted to be solid. So she did several pages of these a day. And how I did this is I bought the unbound version. This is from Abeka manuscript. I bought the unbound version and I just hole punched it, put it in a binder, and then she would just get out a sheet every day. And that way she just had that one sheet to work on. So I'll just show you an example of her handwriting this is about towards the middle of the year. And I feel like for being in first grade, 7 years old, she has pretty decent handwriting. I'm pretty proud of her. I know it's maybe not perfect according to Abeka's standards, but I'm happy with it. Before, she would just run all her letters together. She'd be doing upper and lower case all the time. So the reason I chose K5 instead of first grade was because it's only going to give her small snippets. And this is towards the end of the year. Yeah, page 197. Small snippets to work on rather than large quantities of handwriting that would overwhelm her. I wanted to meet her where she was at. So she finished that a few weeks ago, and then I ordered from Amazon this handwriting book. This is just really, she loves animals. I let her choose. I think that also helps with their compliance, as well as when you let children be a little bit a part of it. I mean, to an extent, right? So I really like this because it starts off obviously with just letters, which she was like, I've already done that. And then it goes to words, a section of words, and then it will go to a section of text where you're writing a whole sentence. And this is really cute because it gives animal facts for each day. Oh, and then another thing, I'll just show you real quick. It gives you a break and you can just color a page that day. So each day, as you can see here, it gives a really fun animal fact, and then they are able just to take a few words. And then towards the end, this section, they're writing the actual animal fact. And I can put this, again, this was just from Amazon. I could put a link below if that's something that you're interested in. They have all kinds. They have unicorns and mermaids, and I'm sure for boys they have, I don't know, dinosaurs or spaceships. So that was I think $8 or $9 on Amazon. I didn't feel like I needed an entire new writing curriculum for her. I just wanted to finish out this year with handwriting and let it be. Next, I have spelling. We used Abeka's spelling in poetry. For the poetry, I meant for her to memorize a bunch of poems, but it just, things happen. The year gets away from you. So we have not, unfortunately, memorized all the poems, but she's done all of the spelling lists. So as you can see here, it starts off, Abeka is very well known for starting off very simple and then advancing pretty progressively around, I don't know, the middle of the year, so about a third of the way into the year. And so this one has about 30 weeks, so 30 lists. And then there is an activity, so how she does this is she will spell the words. She'll say the words out loud. She'll spell the word every single day. She has to spell these out loud every single day. And that kind of just saying them out loud really helps to cement the spelling of the word in her mind. And then she does one activity a day, or sometimes she'll do two, whatever she likes to do. So she does those. Then when she's finished with these activities, here in the back, after the poetry, which we don't do, there is homework. Now, we're homeschool, I don't do the homework, but she just, she will write the first, so like, let's say it's a Wednesday, she would write the first half of the list on a Wednesday, and then the second half of the list on a Thursday. And that's how I do it, and that has really worked well for her. Her spelling has improved greatly with the combination of her phonics curriculum that we do, and doing this method of her spelling the words out loud, doing the little exercises, writing it all has worked together, and she's done really well with that. Next we have, for language, we have Abeka's letters and sounds and language. These two go together. She will do 1 page a day. After I've done my lesson out of the teacher guide, the lesson plan, she will then do these as independent work. So we can start with language. So again, it starts off very easy, like Abeka normally does, and then it will progress. And then she's kind of towards the end of the year, so she's writing sentences, and as you can see here, to get an idea, I'll go towards, so that's the middle, there's the back. Oh, she skipped that day. Nice. Here you go. And so I just check these, I just go through every day and put a check mark to review their work. A lot of people I know who do Abeka get these unbound, or they will rip off the binders, the spine, and do loose leaf. That is way too much paperwork to keep up with for me personally. I did about 2 or 3 weeks of that one year with just one of my children, and the amount of paperwork I had was just overwhelming. So I like it nice and neat and in the book. They do the next page and I check it off, and then I know that they've done their work. So this works well for us. I can't recommend Abeka for kindergarten, first grade, second grade. I can't recommend them enough to give a strong phonics foundation and reading foundation. My girl is reading and spelling really well, very well. So this is the second half. So they do 1 page of language and then 1 page of the letters and sounds. And she doesn't complain about the amount of work. She just does her 1 little page and then goes, and she's in a little system now. So that is language arts. And then lastly, I have reading, which we do, surprise, Abeka's reading program. All right. So we have all these readers. They have, I don't know, 9 or 10 readers that they do throughout the year. So how I personally do it is I'm pretty strict with making sure she keeps up with the readers and the reading while she's still learning and getting her foundation. Towards the end of the year, she has become a pretty fluent reader. I do have her read. She always reads on her own at bedtime and during the afternoon. So there's plenty of time throughout the day where she is reading, and then I have her read to me. So just different types of books. Now that she is more fluent, I kind of let her pick and choose which books she likes, and that's just how I've done it personally, because I want my kids to have a love for reading. And it's not that she doesn't like these books. She does. She will read them fine. She doesn't give me any trouble, but I know there's other books that, given the choice, she would rather read, which that's fine. So I kind of, now that she's a little bit more fluent, I let her choose which books she wants to read. So that is what we have for our first grade. I recommend all of it. Actually, I I guess the reason I can recommend all of this and would continue all of this for another child or wouldn't change anything is because I've done so much research over the past few years of what curriculum to use and what not, and I've tried different curriculums over the years, and some have worked and not, and so I feel like I'm finally in a good groove of where I've kind of nailed down what we like, what works for us, and so knowing that, it makes the decision a lot easier, and so I don't have to say, oh, this still isn't working or this isn't working, and trying a bunch of different curriculum. We kind of have gone through that phase already, and we're in the more smooth sailing phase now. Now I will end with science, history, Bible. Those I do not do individually. We do together as a family. I don't have the time, the energy, or the desire to do 3 different science curriculums or 3 different history. I don't want to do that. So we do it all together as a family, and I get programs, and I choose programs that will cater to the needs of all of my children. So I do have a video of what history we've used, what history we will maybe use next year, science. So be sure to check those videos out as well. I will also have an upcoming review of what I'm going to be using for next school year when she's in 2nd grade. Make sure you check that one out as well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Math pursuit. I was doing so good too.